He's fully right. He's fully right.
Welcome to the HFL Weekly Stats Wrap, the first one in 2025. My name is Jayden Hill, and it's just going to take you through some of the stats of round one and what an exciting round it was. So just firstly, Uradler, Mount Lofty, Hahndorf and Nan Bremer all had wins last weekend. Some entertaining games, that's for sure. And well, this show is all about the stats, and thank you to iSports, so we can track who had some good games and who didn't have good games, but we're all about positivity and who had outstanding performances, and one of them was Jacob Collins from the Lobethal Football Club, last year's best and fairest winner. He clocked up 37 disposals, so calculated 37 disposals, 15 contested possessions as well in that tally. Samuel Callens, he got 29 disposals, and funnily enough, there was 4 players in the round that had 29 disposals. So Samuel Callens, Jackson Hooper, the new recruit for Hahndorf, Joel Parker-Bowers, as well, Sam Davis as well from Blackwood, all had 29 disposals. And just going down the list here, Billy Stokes, after a breakout year last season, he had 28 disposals on Saturday. Cooper Luke, also he had 26 disposals. Tyson Hone, last year's male medalist, he had 25. Alfie Homisham had 24 and Tom Kluvenek had 23, so just rounding out some of those as well. And Sam Davis, like I said, had 29 disposals for Blackwood on the weekend, had 21 contested possessions in that 29 disposal count as well. So some names that you'll definitely see throughout the year in the top 10 disposal winners. Jacob Collins, obviously, he nearly had 50 disposals last year, late last year. So he'll definitely be around the ball this season. Damon Hill also had 10 tackles, and remember last year he was always around the ball and always pressuring his opposition and laying some tackles. And, well, also some other stats here as well, individual stats, individual performances from the weekend. So the most clearances was, funnily enough, Jacob Collins with 13. Sam Davis had 11. Will Spain, the returning Bulldog from Sturt, he had 9 clearances. Billy Stokes had 9. Cooper Luke also had 8. And Samuel Callens had 8 as well. And so that means that the top 6 most clearance winners, so the top 6 of the most clearances, were all in losing teams, which is remarkable to think about. Rarely. Will Spain also had 21 disposals and 13 tackles as well. So yeah, there's some of the individual performances just gone through there, and well, the goal kickers as well. So yeah, Jimmy Richards returning from Sturt, he had a day out in front of the sticks. He kicked 7. Jamie Drew, he kicked 6. Sam Hill kicked 6. His return for Hahndorf. Noel Prenzler also kicked 6, and Jack Osborne led the way for Lobethal with 5. So there's some of the individual performances there, and just some of the team stats as well. So I'm interested to see who had the most disposals, what team had the most disposals for the round, and what team had the best disposal efficiency. So it's one thing to get the ball, but it's what you do with it which matters most. And well, your Radler, they had 303 disposals, the most for the weekend. Close behind them was Hahndorf with 295. Disposal efficiency, 75.3 was the best, and that was by Hahndorf as well. Close behind them was Lobethal with 74.6, and also Mount Lofty, 75% disposal efficiency. And also the average disposal count throughout the whole teams, when you add it up, was 2,181 was the total, but the average was 272.6. And also the inside 50 count as well. The most inside 50 was by Hahndorf this week, 57 inside 50s to them. And all the winning teams, apart from Nan, had the most inside 50s in the game. Onka Paringa, they had more inside 50s than Nan. They had 50 and Nan had 41. Just some other team stats here as well. So 225 was the aggregate score between Mount Lofty and Lobethal. And the highest aggregate score before that game was actually in round 15, 2023, with Hahndorf and Ironbank. 283 was the score there. So very high scoring battle with the Valley of Praise on Saturday as well. And obviously, your Radler got the chocolates over Mount Barker, like I said earlier, 77 points. The margin is actually the largest margin your Radler has beaten Mount Barker by since 2010 at your Radler. And your Radler has beat Mount Barker in round 14, 2023 by 79 points. So it's the second highest margin there. Your Radler has beaten the Barkaroos as well. And Lothal's score of 108 was also their highest score since round 18, 2023 as well. And like I said, there was 225 points scored at Lobethal on the weekend. It's the first time since round 2, 2022, there's been an aggregate score of 200 points or more at Lobethal as well. So that's a wrap up of all the stats from round 1 of the Division 1 competition. And just, well, for the next games as well, obviously in Anzac Day, so Anzac Day round in a couple weeks' time, just some stats for that just quickly as well. So Mount Barker play Harndorf, and they haven't defeated the Magpies since round 3, 2018. Round 11, 2023 was last time Onkers defeated Lobethal, and Blackwood are going for their first win against Nan at Nan since round 12, 2021. So there you go. That is just some of the stats to look forward to, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching.
He's fully right. He's fully